everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I wanted to take a second. I'm going to talk about three businesses itself. One's going to be Press One Cash, one's going to be Exitus Elite, and one's actually going to be for Powell Lead Systems. I do consider both Exitus Elite and Press One Cash as being my primary businesses. Usually, I am one of those people that really focus directly at just one business and one business alone and just keep going out to people. And to be honest, I do consider Exitus Elite. I've been with them since 2016. That's not going to change. But I get asked often, which business do I prefer to go with? Or if someone was brand new coming in, what should they do? I've been asked that several times this week alone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down Exitus Elite, Press One Cash, and Powell Lead Systems, and maybe give you a little bit better insight to all three of them, so that maybe you'd make that decision and to see how this stuff is put together, and just get some idea what I have learned with all three businesses, since I've been in. Some of them have been there since 2015. And the kind of income and stuff that I've made with it. Just an overview of everything. Let's put it that way, okay? First business right here, y'all, I think I'm going to start with is going to be Exitus Elite. This is actually a sales funnel that I created myself for Exitus Elite. And I just want you to understand that everything that you see, any pages I've ever created, have used Powell Lead Systems to create it, okay? So just so you understand, I do make and use my own tools, along with make share codes for my teams, plus use share codes by other members that have created stuff in the for us as well. So it's an open world to anything you like to use. So Powell Lead Systems with Exitus Elite is just another extension of my way of getting out to people for a business that I believed in, right? So it's a couple-minute video of me sitting there telling them how important the business was to me. And to give you an overview, what Exitus Elite actually has done for me, y'all. I came in Exitus Elite, August the 1st of 2016. The first day, if I'm not mistaken, I might have made $6,000 day one. Exitus Elite is a $1,000 business, y'all. I had so many days that were just rolling over. I had a $13,000 weekend, I remember, and for the first 30 days, I made over $40,000 to the bank, and I was not using paid advertising at all. I did hammer away the entire month, I will tell you, to the YouTube channel, as far as stuff, anything with Exitus Elite, certain keywords and stuff like that. So I sat right there, and I really believe, I think I lost about 10 pounds in that month, working my tail off. Plus, a lot of people are coming in Exitus Elite were from overseas. So all through the night, I was having the tendency, staying up, communicating with people, answering questions, and people literally paying me all through the night. That's basically what it worked out to be. So Exitus Elite took off better than I ever anticipated. It's one of the easiest ways to getting paid $1,000 that I've ever seen. I still to this day will say Exitus Elite is a $1,000 business. Now they do have it split up, and you make $100, $250, a $500 or a $1,000 level. But y'all, I will tell you honestly, other than maybe I think 3 people out of all the people I've put into Exitus Elite, they all went to $1,000 level. So it's pretty severe. It's still saying that it's a $1,000 business. So in most of my YouTube videos, if you watch any of my videos on my channel right here, sorry, wrong one. And if you scroll down, you see I have an Exitus Elite training channel right here, right? Now, this is the first videos I had started back in November, really focusing at 2018, hammering away. So that's why it says 7 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. And it keeps on going, and it goes right on up to I started in Press One Cash. Now, to give you an example, I still get leads. Now, I want you to understand, some of my leads are coming in through Powell Lead Systems. Some of them are actually coming through Exitus Elite. When I first started doing these videos again for Exitus Elite, I wanted people to know that you could still, that our default pages were really good. They're actually capable of doing, exactly what you needed it to do. And one of the most powerful things about Exitus Elite itself also is the fact that when you do purchase, and though it does have a yearly, fee, is $299 for a yearly fee, and then, you pay the $1,000 if you go that route. It varies down in prices, from depending on which one. If you did 100, I think it's only $40 a year for that one or something like that. You're going to get $100 commissions. But if anybody comes in at $1,000 level, which most people do, you'd only make $100. The other $900 is going to be passed up past you. So it really becomes to a point where you really want to think about Exitus Elite as being an all package, getting all of everything that's necessary. Now, with that being said, one of the biggest things that Paul Stevenson, the owner, has really got going for it is the fact that he has always put really good pages together. And the landing pages itself work. They're efficient. And here's one of the things right here, y'all. When I got this lead this morning, which honestly I'm not promoting, you're not going to see a lot of Exitus Elite. It says Exitus Elite stuff because I always go through my priceless possibilities is where my leads are coming through majority of the time because I'm using my PLS and my own sales funnel. But I did leave a couple links out there. And when this comes through here, y'all, one of the prettiest or most awesome things about it is if somebody wants to look at it, they've got to get email verification. So every email that comes through is going to be a real email. Every lead that you get at Exitus Elite using their default pages will be a real person because they cannot see it without putting in a real email. So some people may like that, some people don't. It's a 50-50 kind of thing. I think it's nice because of the fact that if you're looking at a $1,000 business, if somebody's not going to give you the real email in the first place, they're probably not going to be very serious about it. So I had no problem just using them. Now I will tell you, the first month that I made, $40,000, over 40 in Exitus Elite, the first 10,000 came from the default sales funnel itself. So don't think it won't work because it does, y'all. It does an excellent job. Let me show you real quick. Here's a couple of pages itself. This one right here is called a replicated page. Obviously, it's going to have your affiliate name up here at the top. It's got a lot of really cool features. When you move back and forth, this moves. Let me just show you this page, y'all. There's a lot of interactive stuff that's taking place. Okay, so let me just keep showing you this, y'all. Genesis library, the G100, G250, G500, G1000. I have never had a G500. I have never had a G250. I've had a couple, I think, 3100s, and the rest of them, y'all, you're looking at literally like 60 people come in the G1000, which is $1,000 each. It's absolutely incredible. Plus, it is a one-up system. This Exitus Elite was the very first one-up system I'd ever been a part of. Loving it, smiling from ear to ear, y'all. One of the biggest things why Exitus Elite is so popular, or one of the benefits, is even though Exitus Elite, or you get a business in the United States itself, most of the time, there's a merchant that's holding your money. Let's say if you're making money here in this company, and you go to get your bulk from that, you've saved up $3,000, $4,000, and you're ready to send it to you, and then they charge you, and then it's sent to you, right? That's how a majority of businesses are done. There's the company itself holding your money. In the United States, y'all, when you get like 500,000 people or 1,000,000 people into your business, the SEC and companies like are coming around checking it and investigating if it is legit or not or whatever. It does not matter. Usually when the SEC just starts an investigation alone, it's enough to start killing that business right by itself. And we've seen stuff like that, y'all. Even if the business winds up winning and being legit and SEC even says it, the damage is already done. Worse is that when you have merchants sitting here holding your money, a lot of times that merchant itself is so, it's in control of, it's not really the business. So you looking at Exitus Elite where literally we pay each other ourselves. So when someone comes in, they pay the $2.99 admin fee. Exitus Elite's not holding your money at all. That person to get the G1000 is then going to look at how you set up for them to pay you, and then they're going to pay you directly the $1,000. Once you've got paid, you log in your back office and unlock it for them, right? So until that takes place, there's nothing they can do. You're the one saying whether or not you got paid. Literally, when you unlock it for them, you've already been paid. That's one of the biggest benefits to a one-up system, and because of that, Exitus Elite literally is not holding our money. Exitus Elite has never gave me $1, ever. The people who wanted the packages were the ones who paid for the packages and how I got paid. So that is a beautiful thing, y'all. And Press One Cash, just to let you know, is exact same way. It's a one-up system to where we pay each other itself. So I'll cover a little bit more about that in a minute. All this stuff, y'all, a lot of this stuff is interactive. If you click here, it's going to take you to this page. Stuff like that, as far as Paul Stevenson, the owner, y'all, I will tell you, he is one of the best owners. If I'll go ahead and say it, maybe the best owner I've ever met in business. The guys called me this week, If he thought had issues or something like that, he needed to address something with me, he'd give you a call. If he's on the calls itself, he doesn't really. He just lets go and tells you what he thinks, y'all. And a lot of times, y'all, let's say that his business has been copied so many times because of the fact that it is successful. And Exitus Elite's been around for 5 years, y'all. And for a business to be around that long and to constantly, updating, putting in new landing pages, sales pages, redesigning the business to go in this direction, stuff like that. The guy is trying to do everything he can to make the business better for us. And the number one thing I've seen that Paul Stevenson does better than probably any other business is he manages it. He's constantly managing and putting the people first, right? So if he makes a change in something, it's honestly legit. He's trying to make better money for you. I've seen him make decisions where we tried something, it didn't work as good, and he was man enough to say, you know what, y'all, we tried it, doesn't look like it's working as good as we anticipated. We're going to go back to like how it was. When I say that, I mean literally. He has spent a lot of money in updating the website to make sure everything was right, and now he's going to take that away and put it back where it needs to be because it's the right path. I have no problem with someone trying something, even if I don't like maybe the new changes or whatever. I know that he's man enough to fix if there's going to be an issue, and that's management. That's what makes Paul Stevenson to me the best owner I've seen. Now, since July of last year, and the reason I'm just going to be legit with y'all, I think Exitus Elite sort of slowed down about last July. I had a lot of people telling me, have a downline. He made $12,000 in Exitus Elite. And it was about July. It was really a lot of people, a lot of attention. And I think Paul Stevenson had a lot of things going on. He's got businesses itself, storefront as well. So it's not just online business that he owns. He's got several things going on. And I think his attention stepped away for a little while. And when it did, I believe it really kind of hurt the business. The Facebook group didn't seem as quite as active or anything like that. Now, in November, I had actually taken a vacation last year, y'all. For the first time in my life, I'd really sort of stepped away. I'd made enough money in online business that I just took months off, to be honest. And I wanted to come back when it felt right. The very first business I wanted to come back to, y'all, was Exitus Elite. It was the most money I ever made in a month. The owner is absolutely incredible. I could polish it with either way using the default pages if I like. And it makes me feel good because when someone comes in underneath me and if they don't want to use Power Lead systems, y'all, you can run with these pages. There's nothing wrong with having a sales page that's interactive like this. This is only one page right here, the testimonials right here. Paul Stevenson has always given me the opportunity if I wanted to play a bigger role potentially in Exitus Elite, or stuff like that, I could probably do that. And, kind of always gives me that option. And I just always felt like Exitus Elite felt more like home. You know what I'm saying? And when you're doing videos and you're literally looking at, let's say if I wind up making 100 videos for Exitus Elite, y'all, it really gets to a point to where you've got to believe in the business. You got to feel what you're doing, or you're not going to be able to do the businesses. And I always felt right at home at Exitus Elite where all I had to do was mash record and just let go. Okay, now with this, I'm going to kind of move a little bit quicker. Exitus Elite, y'all, has meant a lot to me. It is still considered my primary business today. I don't see it changing. I do know the big changes are coming real soon to make us even more money. And I appreciate having someone who manages it the way that he does. Let me show you another real quick, y'all. Cover this stuff. This is the Genesis Educational Library. You could give these out to people. This is something awesome that you could give inside of a, showing you what to buy at the $100 level, what you get, the $250 level. And look, when you buy the $250 level, the $100 level comes with it free, or it comes with it also. The $500 level right here obviously goes backwards. The $250 and the $100 comes with it. And the $1,000, y'all, the G1000 gives you everything. You get interviews directly with these people itself. There's called the Village down here. All this stuff right here is all into it. This is a nice looking page. This is not thrown together, so you know that when you're paying that admin fee, y'all, you're paying for quality that's really going to impress people. It looks good on the phone. It looks good on the computer. And your landing pages work, y'all. They just do. Now, I want to show you. These are some of the pages right here. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you'll see a lot of times I got these running in the background. They're beautiful pages. They really are. Give you an example. Let me show you what this one looks like. I mean, who would not want to have a page like this, as a default from the company? This is what the $2.99 is taking care of, y'all. This is not junk. This is some nice looking pages, and there's no doubt in my mind. These pages work. I know that for a fact. The first 10,000 I made came from it. Let me see. One of my favorite ones right here. I just made the last one I'm going to show, but all these are pretty good. Interactive. Learn more. Click right here. It's got the little page right here. To me, I thought it looked a little modern. I like that idea. And once again, y'all, let me show you just so I can explain this part to you. Learn more. It's got your telephone number. It's optional. You do not have to put that in. Best email right here. Your best email. If you don't put this in, you will not be able to look at it. You will need to confirm your email address. We will never rent, share, or sell your information. So these are awesome pages. If I sound like I'm a huge fan, and if Exitus Elite is a win, it's because it is. It is. It just is, y'all. Life changing. Paid my house off. Paid my little boys $11,000 worth of medical bills off. I was able to pay cash for my little sports car that I always wanted. Having over $50,000 in the bank when the most money I'd ever made after 26 years in keeping in the bank was $15,000. That's 26 years in restaurant. And all I had was $15,000 to show for it ever. That's crazy. I jump into business the first month alone. Now I work my tail off. Anytime you get into business, you're gonna have to bust your butt somewhere, build some credibility, find the kind of business you believe in. Exitus Elite became home to me. It felt comfortable, able to pay my house off. Think of what it's meant to not just me but my little boy as well. Vacations, things of that nature. Me being home, securely home, not having to worry about it is incredible. Exitus Elite is a beast. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, y'all. So I've talked about Exitus Elite right here. I will show you this page right here, y'all. I want you to see this. This is my landing page right here. It's going to take you to my own personal sales funnel. Open link in a new tab. Let me show you what my sales funnel looks like. Again, I use Powell Elite systems to create my own pages right here. This is Exitus Elite Most Thorough Review 2019. This is actually one of my videos I had made. This is one of my new thumbnails. This is what Powell Elite Systems allowed me to do, to kind of brand myself, let people connect with me, and this is a share code that I've built for my team so that they're capable of going through and using the exact same sales funnel. And yes, y'all, if you wanted to change and put pictures of you and stuff like all that is available. I'd be tickled to death for you to do whatever works for you. Powell Elite Systems is in the sales funnel itself. I kept these so that they'll kind of match the entire system. I show everything you need. This is an actual detail explaining Powell Elite Systems right here. This one is illustrating, showing people how to put the sales funnel together. That's a step-by-step part. And there's 3 steps to this sales funnel itself. The third one's going to be getting traffic, which is Udemy right here. And I show me making some really good income from this. If you watched any of my videos, I don't know if there's going to be an update right here or not. It don't look like it. Okay, so I made $80.78. I got another $48.61 pending. So I got about $150 I made in the last maybe week and a half or something like that, somewhere in the ballpark with Udemy alone, so that people get the options to be able to buy their own, traffic that's, from source itself, and we get commissions for anybody who signs up, just like the shows right here, 15% for life. That's my sales funnel that I've created for my team. People that come into Exitus Elite with me using Powell Elite Systems. There are other share codes out there as well that do an excellent job. Does not hurt my feelings. If you want to come in here and use what we got default, that's great. If you want to use what I've got, great. If you want to use what we have, other share codes, that's fine. If you want to create your own, that's entirely up to you. Everything you need, you're capable of doing with Powell Elite Systems. Okay. Now, I know that was a big part for Exitus Elite, but y'all, I will tell you, Exitus Elite has meant a lot to me over the years. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. Okay, y'all. Now we're going to talk about Press One Cash. I've only been in this for a couple of months now, and I will tell you, I was not planning on doing Press One Cash when I first got into it. You heard me talk about how much I enjoyed Exitus Elite, what it's meant to me. that's a primary business. It feels like home. So when I was looking at Press One Cash, y'all, I was not looking at getting in. I was not looking at making, doing anything with the business. I had a downline. I had an issue. I happened to go through and look at the sales funnel to make sure it was working correctly. I even gave away $400. Two of my people that wanted to sign up underneath me had contacted me saying, "Hey, I'd really like to get under Press One Cash underneath you," and I told them I wasn't going to do it. So I literally gave away $400 right there. So that gives you some idea how much I was not going to do the business. It wasn't that I didn't like Press One Cash or anything like that. I didn't know what it was. There's no need for me to focus on something else when I was already had my mindset on one primary business, and that's what I ran. Okay. Now let me show you what changed my mind. First of all, this is one of 9 landing pages we've got built with Power Lead systems for the sales funnel. We've already know, this is me knowing more about the system and everything, y'all. We already know that these things convert like crazy. This is one I picked, and some of even the newest ones we got. We started off with 5, now we got 9. Some of them had like a 46.25 opt-in, open rate or opt-in rate, for people coming through, and it was pretty good. And these were off of cold leads, going through just paid advertising. We always get percentages, see how these things work. So what you actually look at when you come through here is you put in the information, right? So you can collect the email. That's where these leads are actually coming from. We've got a bunch of leads down here and stuff like that are actually coming from this sales funnel right here because it's going through Priceless Possibilities Power Lead Systems. Now, the first thing they're going to look at is a 10-minute and 55-second video that I think Frank did an excellent job on, because at 10 minutes and 55 seconds, he covers everything. There's no fluff in it. And today, I really have learned that people want to get down to the nitty-gritty of it. You know what I'm saying? And this really does that for you. There's no fluff in it. It's just telling you about the businesses. Yes or no video, to be perfectly honest. Well, let me explain. Because I helped one of my buddies that set up the sales funnel, he had messed up, and I was going to like, I'm not going to do this business, but I'm just curious what's going to happen. I've seen a lot of excitement, a lot of people asking about it and stuff, so I want to get some idea about what it's about, right? So here I am standing at this point here saying, no, I'm not going to do this. I don't care what it's about. I'm not going to do it. To about halfway in the middle when I realized this is a one-up system, that the first person goes up. I love these, y'all, because it gives me the ability to put the first member in for you so that I qualify you, and then every person you bring in is going to be your money. So literally, I've got people that came in on their first day make $400. The first 200 would have gone to me. They wouldn't have made 400. They would have made 200. And I'm the only person out of my whole organization wound up having to lose that first person. This clicked immediately. I was like, oh my God. I said, I love doing this. It's one of the biggest gifts I can give to my downline that comes into Press One Cash. I'm already excited about that part alone. Then, when you realize that there's no monthly or yearly fee, that the $97 admin fee is the only money that they make, the $200 is us paying us, and we get to pick how we get paid, this thing's looking better and better all the time. Because Exitus Elite, y'all, if you don't know this, that has a lot to do with why these businesses come around and hang around for a long time. They're not holding their money. The merchants aren't holding it. That we pay each other. So that makes some point like Exitus Elite hang around for 5 years because of the fact that it does not have getting paid from us. So no merchants holding this big dark cloud over us and things like that, y'all. So from someone who wasn't going to do this business to when I got to the end and SMS messaging y'all to let you know it's a really hot item right now. Open rates are just ridiculous. Average person, 93-94% of the time is going to open up their text messages, and the first 90% of that's done in the first 3 minutes. Compare that to email marketing, and today where so many filters and stuff causing problems, it's a no-brainer that SMS messaging is going to play some part in the future. Exitus Elite's already talking about that. Paul Stevenson is going to be adding that into it. We got that, right? It's just not in the place now. Press One Cash comes along, really simplified tool that does what it's supposed to do. No fluff involved. $200 commissions, plus you get the one-up itself. Now let me explain what this means. So let's say that you had sponsored me. I go get Steve, right? Okay, so right from the beginning, you are going to get $200 because you sponsored me. The very first person I get is Steve. Steve is passed up right beside me like you had personally sponsored him. I'm giving you this one up. It's the first one. And then that person is yours plus the $200. So now Steve, who's just like me, goes and gets Jim. Jim brings someone in, and Jim's first one goes up to you plus the $200. Now you've got unlimited possibilities going sideways, and you're only talking one leg. It's just me, right? So now you start to understand the possibilities of residual income that's popping up. You're getting paid by people with $200 commissions that you don't even know who they are. That's the prettiest. Yes, it's beautiful. So that's, to me, that makes an incredible pay option for Press One Cash that is going to be around for a long time, because every one of system I've seen makes it, because there's no merchant holding the money. It to me, it adds so much more longevity. All you got to do is make sure you have a solid tool that really works, and well, it is. Let me show you what it looks like, y'all. This is the default page itself. So if you were going to use Press One Cash and you did not want to use our sales funnel that we created with Powell Elite Systems, that's your choice, y'all. You're not going to hear me cram it down your throat. I will tell you that we made a lot of money with it, and the sales funnel's got a lot to do with it. And I get Press One Cash members all the time that sign up who's already in Press One Cash that need our sales funnel. So even they know they'd like to use it. So, but that's your choice, y'all. Let me show you what you're going to get, y'all. First of all, when you sign up, you get a phone number. It is United States and Canada that the number is issued. Don't think that's unusual, because that's how most of them work when it comes to SMS Messenger in the first place. Secondly, on top of that, y'all, I've got people from all over the world. I got more people from the UK. I've got people from Asia. I've got people from, a lot of people from Canada. I got, quite a few people from there. I got a lot of people from Australia. I've got people from South Korea. I've got people from Pakistan. I got people from, that's what happens with online business. People from all over the world, they're not having any problems with this, right? Because if they can pay you, they can do this business. If they got a debit or credit card and they can pay the $97 admin fee, they can do this business. So please do not get hung up with the fact that this number and where it's located at, right? Now, I'm just going to show you this. Your own SMS text messenger number is what's given to you. You get 100 free credits. Every time someone goes there and presses 1, a 45-second message is actually done. They're going to tell you to press 1. When you press 1, a text message is sent to you. It's whatever text message for whatever location you want to be sent to you. It's the actual link itself, right? So you can show these people Press One Cash. You can show them your sales funnel right here that we're just talking about, You can show them any new business you come into excited. 2 years from now, it does not matter. It will not matter. You'll still have access to this. Now, for them to do this, it's 1 credit, right? Now, you get 100 free credits to come with it. What is a credit? It means that when they go there and press 1, that'll cost you 1 credit, okay, for them to send that text message. Now, you get 100 of them for free. Now, if you needed to, let's say, I'll put it this way. Since I've been in here, all the people I've had, I haven't even gone through all 100 of them yet, but let me show you. So I could spend $10 and get 1,000 credits, and I'm going to tell you, that would last me a long, long time. Do not get hung up on this 1 cent per credit thing. It's just not that big of a deal, y'all. I can tell you that. But let me show you what you get in the process. When someone goes through and the number itself, it collects a timestamp as to when it came in, the date it came in, the phone number itself, how many seconds were they online, did they hang up, or did they press 1? This is the information that you're going to be given. You're not going to be getting emails directly through Press One Cash, but you are going to be getting phone numbers from people who are coming through, and it shows you what they did, okay? Excuse me. Now, with that being said, you got the 100 free credits, your own Press One Cash website, back office with tracking and training. I just showed you some of that. The training is located over here on the left side. Here's resources. You got places you can go through here that you can, like $29 will send you 1,000 phone numbers. Whatever you wanted to do, that's fine if you like to do that. If you like to use our sales funnel like we do, go through here and go through. We've got our own solo ad source that you can even get paid with in the process. You can do this as well. It won't matter how you pick to get out to people. That's what I'm trying to say. You can do whatever you want. A lot of people are having a lot of success with Craigslist. It's entirely up to you, right? Now, built-in one-up comp plan literally means that, just like I described a few minutes ago, The very first person of every person that you bring in is going to be passed up to you. The $200 commission plus that person. Resale rights for life. What this means is you don't have any monthly or yearly fees. So once you pay, you're good to go. 3 years from now, if you wanted to change out this to a brand new business and get on Craigslist with your phone number and a link if you wanted or whatever, give people options that'll help. You know what I'm saying? Craigslist loves phone numbers. I'm going to tell you that. They just do. You make $200 on every sale and every person sells. How it works, prospects calls your assigned auto text message and phone number. They listen to a short message. Paul Farman, one of my buddies, is actually the one that's doing the actual voiceovers itself. It's about a 40-45 second message. He is actually available, so if you needed him for a particular thing, you can contact him. See if you couldn't have one specifically made for your number. All this is available to you as well. They listen to a short message, they press 1, and immediately send to your website via our system. $297, no monthly fees, and y'all, it works well. If somebody wanted to sign up here, there's join now everywhere. There's a couple of testimonials right here down here at the bottom. It does what it's supposed to do. It's nothing more than this because it takes the fluff out. You don't need it. You don't need all this extra stuff. You don't have no monthly yearly fee. Exitus Elite has got more of a system that's going to collect your emails, got leads, going to show you information about that. It's going to give you landing pages, things of that nature. If you needed that, great. But understand, there's no monthly or yearly fee with this. So it's your choice. You do whatever you want to. A $200. And y'all, if you don't know, I made $10,000 for my first 30 days using Press One Cash. And Press One Cash had been out for a while, about 5 or 6 months now. And it's still rolling. I'm tickled to death. I brought in over 70 members. Let's see here. I did a video right here. Our 70th paid member review. Just 5 days ago, I had posted this up here. So to give you some idea that it's still rolling, the kind of business that it's really doing well. I've got 12 people over here that want to get in. I got one getting in 2 hours from now, Monday at 1 p.m. That's today. His name is Alex Jones. So congratulations, Alexander, but Alex Jones is really cool, his name. So anyhow, y'all, just to let you know, Press One Cash is still rolling. It does an excellent job. Now, back to the sales funnel itself, and I'm going to start focusing a little bit more towards powered lead systems. I know I showed you my Exitus Elite sales funnel itself. There are share codes out there other than that we've created. Me and Frank's actually he's got one as well. It does an excellent job. But let me show you. When someone comes through here, and they're going to sign up, they click right here. This is that 10-minute yes or no video. I was not going to do it. 10 minutes later, I was saying yes. 5 minutes later, I was a paid affiliate. So from no to 15 minutes being an excited doing this business is pretty awesome. It does not happen. I knew it was the right kind of timing, and the business just took off. Once you go down here and you sign up and you want to mash continue, which y'all listen, understand, I put your first one in for you. So if you're watching this video and you want to do this, contact me first because I'm going to put your first member in for you like I was telling you earlier. And that means I'm going to send you my link, my next in line link, so you can sign up underneath them and then you'll be passed up to me, okay? So when you sign up and you're ready, let me know. I'll send you the link. If you need Power Lead Systems and you've already signed up underneath me and you want to watch, need the sales funnel, go to continue right here, y'all. Step 1 is going to cover Press One Cash more. Step 2 is going to be Power Lead Systems itself. It's going to talk about what it's meant to him. Yo, I'm going to tell you, I got free from a job in the first 6 months I got an online business. Last week of October 2014 was my day one in online business. Green as anybody can ever be. Didn't know how to do Facebook. I was a 40-some-year-old man working 60-some hours a week, full-time single dad. I didn't have time for Facebook and stuff like that. I can tell you that, So it was not even a thought in my mind. Now, here I go from that to 6 months of busting my tail. I was able to get free from a job, but how did I do it? Power Lead Systems was the answer to everything I did. It was the way I branded myself. It was the way that people got a chance to connect with me. Connecting with you is the way you get paid. If you want to know how I get made, I brought in 70-some people. Barely anybody, y'all. Barely anybody that has not paid. This very person right here has recently come in, hasn't paid the admin fee. He did this yesterday morning, but I'm sure he's going to pay. I've got 2 people, y'all, that have signed up, or 3. I've actually got a 3rd one in here as well, saw recently, who signed up, who did not pay. But look at all this, y'all. All these green and blue are $200 commissions that I've made. And why did that take place? It's because I'm giving them someone to connect with. Well, if I'm making my own landing pages where people are connecting with me, and I'm making my own sales funnel with me talking about it, or if I'm making a landing page that goes to somewhere else and someone else is explaining it, but they give them a chance to connect with me, that's the thing that people are lacking. That's people that get in a sales funnel. I'm sorry, hide behind a sales funnel, think they're going to get rich when nobody knows who they are. You're lying to yourself, because people join people, and until you get that, it's never going to change. You're going to be struggling, wondering why is Shawn, who doesn't spend a dime on paid advertising, wind up blowing up any business he does, because I join businesses that I believe in. You heard me talking about Exitus Elite. You heard me talking about Power Lead Systems. Now you heard me talking about Press One Cash, y'all. If I believe in the business, I know I'm going to make it. All I got to do is put the work in and let these people connect with me. That's the answer. If you want to know what you're missing, that's it. I'm not telling you got to make YouTube videos. I'm just telling you, whatever way you get out to people, master that way and make sure you give them someone to connect with. That's the answer. That's going to make your ridiculous ratios. 1 out of every 3 that see it sign up. Getting paid at stupid ratios. Where 75, I'm going to say 75 people that sign up underneath me, only 2 or 3 that didn't pay. Why do I have the highest ratios in the whole company? Because I'm giving you the answers. People connect with me. How do people connect with me? Power Lead Systems allows me to do this. Allows me to make the landing pages, the sales pages, anything like that, y'all. Lets us use the share codes. Even in Exitus Elite, y'all, as good as Exitus Elite is, if there's everybody's using the same pages, and then you come along and make something different, you're going to stand out and you're going to build something for your team. It all works together. Now, I will tell you this, y'all. This sales funnel right here, under step 2, I'll go ahead and show you real quick. The first one's going to be Frank talking about exactly what I'm telling you. I could talk an hour telling you how important Power Lead Systems is. How I was able to get free from a job, working 65 hours a week, to being home every day since my little boy's 7. He's 12 now. It's priceless. And not including getting paid monthly, weekly residual income every week, every Wednesday we get paid. I have gone since February of 2015, last week of February 2015, to where there's not been a week where I have not got paid with Power Lead Systems. Weekly residual income that has never stopped, plus upgrades. We got Diamond, Platinum, and Master Traffic Institute. It's a $400, and $1,000 commission. I'm actually one of the trainers in the $1,000 commissions for Master Traffic Institute because of the fact that I believed in the business and I had done well in it. So they asked me what was I doing, and I unloaded and told them the answers. Branding yourself, things of that nature. How to do Facebook. I was getting 60 to 100 plus leads a day with nothing more than a phone and a Facebook account, because that was my way of getting free from a job. I mastered one way of getting out to people. Then I've gone to YouTube, and that's what I do now. I enjoy making YouTube videos. I enjoy mashing record and letting go for businesses that I believe in. Power Lead Systems is the way. It's the answer to any business you do. It's the way of branding yourself. It's the way of standing out. It's email marketing. It's blogs. It is broadcasting. It's everything that you need all as one, and it just makes sense, y'all. It really does. 53 a month, 30 of it goes back to the people. Diamond, y'all, 147 one time. I went diamond the first day I got in Power Lead Systems. $147 one time. 125 goes back to the people. I was probably the best $100, $147 I ever spent. I got over 200 diamonds in the first 2 years alone. That's a lot of commissions, y'all. A lot of $100 bills coming my way. And when my downline gets paid, I get paid $25. It keeps on going. Platinum, $497. I was a hard hit. I did not get it at the beginning. 30 days, I lost 2 emails of $400. Anytime you don't do something, okay, let me explain how this works, y'all. This is true with all the upgrades, Diamond, Platinum, and Master Traffic Institute, right? Now, let's say that I come in here and I go in, you don't, and you decide that you're not going to upgrade. That's fine. You come in as gold. We appreciate that. That's awesome. You get to use your tools, make some residual income. That's great. Now, let's say that the next 8 people down below you do not wind up doing it. Why would they? You're not influencing them, blah, blah, blah. So you put in 8 people underneath you. The 9th one down there, which is 10 from me, they wind up just getting in the Facebook group for Power Lead Systems. They see these people making thousands of dollars every Wednesday we get paid, right? I make some hundreds, sometimes I make thousands of dollars inside of Power Lead Systems. And every week is like clockwork, right? So they're saying, hey, you know what? I'm not going to give up this commissions anymore. They go ahead and they go all in, right? Now let's say they go diamond, platinum, and master traffic. That's $1,500. Now listen, because you and the other 8 did not upgrade, every one of y'all get an email saying you just lost $100, an email saying you just lost $400, and an email saying you just lost $1,000. Every one of y'all have just lost $1,500. Man, when people go into Power Elite Systems, many of them go all in. They know the value of this. They hear people like me, hear people like Frank talking about how important this business is, what it's meant to me, how I was able to get free from a job. They want to use these for their businesses, all their businesses. It's not just this sales funnel. As great as this sales funnel is, as great as my share code is, and stuff like for Exitus Elite, great as everything we got, it's 1/1000th of what Power Elite Systems is about. That's just a share code, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. It's unlimited to what you can do with Power Elite Systems. So when they start to see these emails, it's going to make them sick to their stomach that they just lost $100, $400, and $1,000. How many of these people are going to start waking up saying, you know what, I got to jump on that? Now, when they jump in, what's going to happen? And let's say he was 5th in line. Those other 4, including you, are now going to get another email saying they lost $100 or $400 or $1,000. These emails wake people up, y'all. I lost 2 commissions for $400. And when that happened, it woke me up. I was like, I can't do this no more. Make me sick to my stomach. To this day, I still get haunted by them 2 $400 emails. And that was, what, March of 2015. That's how long ago it was. I went ahead and went all in. Master Traffic Institute, $1,000 commissions have been brought into it about maybe a year ago now. It's pretty close to that. Again, I'm one of the trainers for it. I'm proud of Power Elite Systems, y'all. Love it. All right, y'all. I don't have time to really go in any more detail as far as any of this. I don't want to make this video really stupid long or anything like that. Power Elite Systems is incredible. Exitus Elite, y'all, the owner is a lot to do with why I'm so crazy about it. The fact that he has such good quality and that the pages itself look incredible. It's a $1,000 business that people will do. And if you are going to do it, I would highly suggest going to G1000. Go ahead and go all in, y'all. I'm telling you, it's the kind of business gives you everything that you need. And of course, you can use our sales funnel and everything for Power Elite Systems, build some residual income. Plus, Udemy itself, got some commission that goes in that as well. Udemy is also in the sales funnel right here. Now, let me go ahead and cover this. Step 3, y'all, is Udemy. It's actually going to show you that. And if I haven't already shown you, some of the commissions in here that you get paid plus from Udemy alone. Plus, it's a source itself for all your downline use paid advertising, things of that nature. So that's covered in step 3. Step 4 is nothing but training. Getting our Facebook group, Press 1 Cash, is going to give you everything you need. See a lot of excited people getting paid. It's not just Frank. It's not just Shawn getting paid. We have Hangouts as on a regular basis. We also have a private booster messenger, so that gives you you can put engagement to your post on Facebook or a YouTube video you've got or something like that. There's a lot of good things that come from what we've got for Press 1 Cash. But I will tell you, no matter what my primary business is, if it's Press 1 Cash, if it's Exitus Elite, whatever it is, Power Elite Systems will always be the backbone business. It's not going to change. Now, one question I get asked, which is the most important? Y'all, how do you answer that? That's like having 3 of your kids. I mean, it can change your life. One with no monthly or yearly fee, where the first is a 1-up and I'm putting the first one in for you. That's pretty awesome, y'all. And it's $200. It's a sweet spot. These $200 commissions are nice. 10,000 plus. I've made 14,000 in the last 2 months, somewhere like that. And I've still got a list of people, is coming into it. That's what I'm making videos on right now. I'm really staying focused at this. Sitting really pretty good at Exitus Elite right now. I got a guy named Emmer that's coming into Exitus Elite this week. $1,000 level of G1000. Exitus Elite keeps rolling in. I made commissions last month as well. So Exitus Elite, the owner is awesome. The system runs by itself. It can stand alone right by itself. If you're looking at upgrades in the future, the guy just does an excellent job. Cannot quit talking good enough about it. Power Elite Systems, Neil Geist, the owner, got a lot of integrity. Michael Price, really good people. It only costs $1 to send it to my bank. Every Wednesday is like clockwork. Last year, me being free from a job, and actually taking a vacation. It was a long vacation. I think I made 5 videos for like an 11-month span. So I literally was really, out enjoying life, top down on the car. Got to travel to when you do restaurants, y'all, for 26 years. I can't go long without the restaurant falling apart. That's just how it works. So when I'm out and I'm jumping in the car and heading to Florida, or going every week to the beach and stuff like that, y'all, it's just awesome. And I will tell you, Exitus Elite money had a lot to do with that. And on top of that, Power Lead systems that just never stopped coming in every week, that residual income. And now I've got barely any bills. $1,100 pays every bill I've got. So, it's really easy for me to do that. It's just incredible that I'm 46 now, 45 years old, I was able to take that much time off and spend it with me, friends, family, my little boy. It's priceless. And I couldn't have done that without Power Lead Systems. I can assure you that. So, if you need anything, y'all, let me know. Exitus Elite is a beast. Press One Cash is awesome. Power Lead Systems is always going to be the answer to everything I do. That's not going to change. And just take that into consideration of what works best for you. Get in touch with me down below, and we'll get you squared away and get you going. All right, appreciate it.